Planes land in America every day, but fewer flights are leaving the same way. Shopping malls fill up, but stores don't seem as busy. In once quiet neighborhoods, Border Patrol vans are becoming a common sight. Something is changing in America's immigration story. But it's not what most people expect. Many think illegal immigration only happens at the southern border. But the truth is, a large wave is coming on flights from Asia, quietly and without headlines. While politicians chase loud news stories, a hidden flow of people is entering the United States, and most experts don't want to talk about it. So here's the truth. In 2025, these 10 Asian countries are quietly sending the most illegal immigrants into the United States. Number 10. India. India's economy is booming, cities grow taller, and new industries are rising. You might think fewer people would leave such a place, but the numbers tell another story. Since 2007, the number of Indians caught crossing into the United States illegally has grown almost 15,000%. Last year, more than 82,000 Indian nationals were found in the United States without legal papers. Over 67,000 of them were caught at the southern border with Mexico, a surprising number even to border officials. On top of that, more than 15,000 Indians entered legally on visas but never left when their permission expired. This isn't just about searching for work. Many single men pretend to travel with families to avoid suspicion. Some criminal groups in Dubai and Mexico create fake passports and documents to help people slip through. Smugglers now charge up to $60,000 per person to get Indians into the United States illegally. Is this just migration? Or is there a well-organized system behind it? And why don't we hear about it more? Number 9. China. Chinese nationals caught crossing into the United States are rising fast. Over 62,000 were caught at the southern border last year, 6 times more than just 2 years ago. Thousands more came on tourist visas and disappeared, never leaving the country. But these migrants aren't coming from poor rural villages. They come from cities full of skyscrapers, tech jobs, and shopping malls. So why do they leave? Are they running from government control or surveillance? Are they joining underground economies? Or are criminal groups smuggling people for darker reasons? China is not just an economic giant abroad. It's quickly becoming a major source of unauthorized migration in the United States, and most people don't even realize it. Number 8. Philippines. Nearly 38,000 Filipinos were caught at the border last year, and another 6,000 came legally but overstayed their visas. Most of these migrants are not desperate or poor. Many have college degrees, speak English well, and have family or job connections in the United States. But the legal immigration system is slow, costly, and backlogged. Waiting years for a green card feels impossible, so many decide to overstay their tourist visas instead. In fact, nearly 1 out of every 33 Filipino visitors on tourist visas simply stays behind. Many work quietly in jobs like caregiving, nail salons, restaurants, or gig economy apps. They don't cross deserts or jump fences. They fly into big airports like JFK or LAX and disappear into the crowd. This makes the Philippines different. The United States does not see these migrants as threats, so they face less scrutiny. Local community groups and churches sometimes coach migrants on how to avoid detection, creating a quiet migration network. This system has no headlines, but it's changing neighborhoods across America. Is this a hidden, more strategic form of immigration? South Korea is famous for clean passports, good jobs, K-pop, and well, strict laws. But in 2025, tens of thousands of South Koreans live illegally in the United States. So how does this actually happen? Most did not sneak across borders or pay smugglers. They entered legally on tourist, student, or business visas, and just stayed when their time was up. South Korea's visa waiver status with the United States quietly opened a door for many to become undocumented. Estimates say over 170,000 South Koreans now live in the US without legal status. Many blend in easily. They speak English, live in cities like Los Angeles and New York, and work in family businesses or informal jobs like beauty salons, bakeries, or tutoring. Honestly, few get into legal trouble. A big part of this hidden migration comes from student visa holders who switch to work visas and then overstay when their paperwork expires. Experts call this a non-criminal migration route, but it is a migration route nonetheless. Meanwhile, politicians focus on border fences and illegal crossings, ignoring this quiet, growing population. Are we missing the bigger picture because this migration is clean and quiet? Vietnam's migration story isn't only about the old refugee waves anymore. A new wave is growing fast, and honestly, few people notice. Many come through smuggling networks, using fake documents and paying tens of thousands of dollars. Border agents report a slow but steady rise in Vietnamese nationals caught at the southern border. Older estimates say over 120,000 Vietnamese live in the United States without papers. Most came legally and overstayed visas, or were trafficked with false promises of work. Some end up trapped in labor exploitation in nail salons, farms, or construction sites. Language barriers and fear stop many victims from speaking out. Law enforcement in Europe and Mexico have arrested smuggling groups offering full-service travel packages for Vietnamese migrants, including fake IDs and secret routes through South America. This is no longer just individual migration, it's a growing illegal industry. Pakistanis increasingly appear in illegal immigration patterns, but most people just don't notice. Many migrate legally through family sponsorship, so their numbers are assumed to be low risk. But, Pakistanis show up more at the southern border and in Central America. They often travel through Qatar or Turkey, then fly into Brazil or Ecuador before crossing several countries to reach Mexico. They blend into caravans of migrants claiming asylum, though honestly, very few get approved. Many Pakistani asylum claims are fake or unprovable, dragging out appeals for years while migrants remain in legal limbo. Thousands also enter on tourist, student, or business visas and simply never leave. Diplomatic relations with the United States are weak, making deportations really difficult. Smugglers in Dubai and Karachi offer packages with fake job histories, bank documents, and coaching on appearing as persecuted minorities. Bangladeshis face dangerous jungle treks and long journeys through South America to reach the United States. In 2023, nearly 2,000 overstayed their United States tourist visas, about 7% of all visitors from Bangladesh. This is actually one of the highest overstay rates in Asia. Many vanish into communities in cities like Jackson Heights, Houston, and Los Angeles. Local smuggling groups team up with Central American cartels to move migrants along secret routes. What used to be migration is, honestly, becoming a growing business model. Myanmar is in crisis. Since the military coup back in 2021, millions have been displaced, and honestly, the economy is collapsing. Inflation hit 26.5% in early 2025, and the currency lost 40% of its value in just 5 months. While the world watches other conflicts, Myanmar quietly sends more migrants to the United States than before. More than 160,000 people are trying to leave the country in 2025, often avoiding official refugee channels. They pay traffickers up to $12,000 each to be smuggled through Southeast Asia to Latin America, then trek through Central America to the US border. Border Patrol has flagged Myanmar migrants as a group of concern. Some migrants may even be armed resistance fighters from ethnic militias, which, raises some pretty complex security questions. Is America ready for this challenge? Nepal is an unexpected but fast-growing source of undocumented migrants in the United States. Border encounters with Nepali nationals increased over 540% in just 1 year, faster than many Latin American countries. This isn't just economic migration. Religious and ethnic tensions, especially affecting marginalized groups, push many to leave. Most travel thousands of miles, flying into Brazil or Ecuador, then crossing land through Central America. Cartels and smugglers profit from a booming billion-dollar human trafficking business. Nepal's economy is fragile, with nearly 30% of its GDP coming from foreign workers in the Gulf. As those jobs vanish, youth seek new paths. Chinese influence and anti-Western feelings grow in some regions, making the US a more attractive destination. Mainstream media ignores this, but Nepal is a key part of the immigration puzzle in 2025. Iranian migrants at the southern border have risen sharply, from 1,300 in 2021 to over 6,000 in 2024, and already 3,800 in the first half of 2025. This is more than a 400% increase in under 4 years. Iran's economy is collapsing under hyperinflation. Food prices have doubled in some cities. Youth unemployment exceeds 27%. Military actions and religious crackdowns push educated and minority groups to flee. Iranian migrants fly to Turkey or Serbia, then Latin America before making a dangerous journey through Colombia, Panama, and Mexico. Families sell everything to pay smugglers for this months-long trip. Many arrive without asylum papers, just hoping to cross unnoticed. If political tensions rise, these numbers could explode even further. Is this the start of a major Iranian exodus? If this surprised you, there's more to know. These numbers are not just statistics, they signal big changes in the world. Most media ignores these facts, but they matter deeply. Please like, share, and subscribe to stay informed with real stories and data you won't find anywhere else. We bring you the truth every time. Thank you.